Sharma. It's often said, the amount the country spends on science and technology shows how prosperous they are going to be in the future. The majority of the South Asian region, including Nepal, is seen as lagging in quality research and development, scientific inquiry, and manpower development in the sector. Most of the scientists working in and especially in our country suffer from isolation. They plan for research in isolation, they look for funding in isolation, and they execute research in isolation. Collaborative is hardly visible. And as we try to and come out of transition, is a thing we may well miss. The organization that encourages research and networking of the scientists is Alexander von Humboldt Foundation. Today we have Asian Affairs Director of Humboldt Foundation, Dr. Klaus Manderla. Now, welcome to Kantipur Studios, Dr. Manderla. So tell us something about your organization, the Humboldt Foundation. What is it about?
Yeah, the Alexander von Humboldt Foundation has a very long tradition. The first foundation was already established in 1860, 1 year after the death of the famous scholar Alexander von Humboldt Foundation. The second one was established in 1923, and the third one, that's the present one, was established in 1953. And we are a publicly funded organization, so we do not have our own capital.
So that basically means that German government.
Yeah, it's German government. It's the Ministry for Foreign Affairs, the Ministry for Education and Technology, Science, and the third one is the Ministry for Economic Affairs.
Okay, that's how you fund it, and that's how you do. What does it do?
So the aim of Alexander von Humboldt Foundation is to support scholars and scientists coming from all over the world doing research in Germany on a long-term basis. Thus, we would like to contribute to the international scientific and cultural exchange.
And then that also includes the travel power.
Yes, of talking about the network, just to give you a few seconds, the Alexander von Humboldt Foundation is an international network, and around the globe we do have some 24,000 scholars and scientists doing research in 135 countries. Think about South Asia, and in particular Nepal. Just 19 scholars and scientists doing research here, but it's very important that many of them are holding real important positions. For example, the State Secretary of the Ministry of Environment. He's one of Humboldt. Two of your ambassadors abroad, the President in the UK, is one of our Humboldt alumni. In Germany, was one of our Humboldt.
So we can safely see that the Humboldt Fellows are very influential.
I think so. Yes, and even in the US, the Minister for Energy, Barack Obama, who is a laureate, one of
Humboldt Fellows, a number of Humboldt Fellows have been Nobel laureates.
Yes, it's 44. 2 months ago, the one in Kantipur, he's doing research in the US, originally from Japan. He's also one of our scholars.
That's pretty impressive track record, I would say. Let's also talk about if a Nepali scientist wants to get funded by Humboldt Foundation.
Yes.
What does he or she have to do?
Yeah, he or she comes to Germany. He has to find somebody before applying for one of our scholarships who is willing to academic hours. So it's a sort of pre-selection. So nobody in Germany, no professor invites somebody who is not really qualified. So that is the first step. And then it comes to selection. Competitive selection procedure. And the thing which counts is qualification. So we do not any quota neither for countries nor for any discipline. So that's
it's a competition.
Yeah, so it's a world over competition. And, yeah, that is true.
So let's say when somebody has to apply, and Nepali has to talk more about Nepal, of course.
Yeah.
So when somebody has to apply, what level of research this is? Postdoctoral research or doctoral research? What kind of research do they do?
It's exclusively postdoctoral research.
Exclusively.
Yeah, exclusively that as well. Monitoring. It's a new fellowship. It's the International Climate Change program established at one year ago. That might be of high interest for those here doing research in Nepal. But actually, our target group are postdoctoral researchers and also experienced researchers. For those who are interested in students, they have to apply with another funding organization in Germany. It's the German Academic Exchange.
So how do you see the level, or we're talking about experienced researchers trying to organization funding. How easy is it, or when Nepal has to compete with scholars from the world, how easy for him or for her is it?
It is not very easy. It's very, very complex. The one who's applying coming from a country for Nepal had to compete, for example, somebody coming from India or even from Europe or also the US. And so those who made it coming from Nepal and also taking into consideration the laboratories here. And by the way,
that's where I was.
Yeah, yes. Yesterday I had the opportunity to visit a few of the labs at the TU and the National Academy of Science and Technology. And I was really surprised how these fellows.
You're trying to say that the conditions of the labs are not up to the mark at all.
That is my feeling. That is my feeling. I'm a scientist. I was contacted by somebody. It's a lady from Germany. She's a scientist, a top scientist, and she's working with the Max Planck Institute, the excellence centers, real excellence centers from my point of view. She couldn't believe it. The equipment that I have seen was equipment donated by the Alexander von Humboldt Foundation, as we do have an equipment program, but only for those who are Humboldtians, as we call them.
So that probably makes it very difficult for scientists, because we're talking about, when you talk about laboratories, probably at this level, and then the rest of the world is competing, practicing at this level. So the person, a fellowship, will have to make a quantum leap to be able to compete itself.
Yeah, that's
for us. It's not a fair level playing field.
Yeah, I can't understand it, but our target group.
Yeah, I mean,
that's our target.
No offense to your targets, but
yeah,
but one thing I know is how difficult for scientists is it, because he or she probably has seen the equipment that we know we see in other parts of the world, and he or she has to overcome that challenge, because I don't know something.
Yeah, that is a real challenge. Even more impressive how many data. So I'll give you a few numbers. During the last 5 years, every year only 3 fellows applied from the third country for one of our fellowships, and 2 out of them every year made it. And the average rate of success, as we call it, is 1 in 3. So they are above average. Those of them applied. And, my conclusion is the numbers here in the country, in Nepal, do not reflect the excellence in your country.
That's where I was coming.
Yeah.
So quite a good success rate, as you said.
Yes.
So we do have, would you say that we do have some extraordinary minds? Extraordinary minds working in the country?
Probably. Coming back to our PhD, yes, being a state secretary, being an ambassador, being a director of the lab, or even being of the TU, by the way, one of the four vice chancellors, also Humboldt. Yes, I would say yes.
And then we also see that not enough is being invested in science and technologies. Do you see that trend all over the world?
Yes, I would agree. And
that's why I would like to make a comparison. Sorry for stopping short, but you're from Germany. You've seen how things work in Germany.
Yes.
Maybe it's silly to compare, but then still, let's compare it with the funding that is given for science and technology in Germany.
To Nepal, compared to Nepal, and we couldn't increase the amount of money available for research during the last years. The budget of the Humboldt has been increased. I think it could be even more, and I think we had a conference last week in Vietnam. The topic of the conference was science, create, develop, and that applies to all countries. That applies also for
started opening, invest in science and technology. Yeah, and determine how prosperous you're going to be.
Yes, and may I give you one example? South Korea is one of the best examples talking about Asia. Some years ago, it was still a developed country, and now one of the top countries in terms of industrialization. So, and they still put much money into research. I think they are one of the top 5 in the world.
Investing
in science. And, yes. Coming back to your country, to Nepal, maybe you, politicians, should pay more attention to science and scientists.
Also because, as you said, the minds that are working in research here, the people who have been working in research, have the equipment, yet they're making to Humboldt Foundation for fellowships. It means they're probably working harder than any other scientist from any other part of the world. The basic facilities are more.
Definitely, you can't compare the conditions here in your country with conditions in the US or Egypt. I've never been to such a lab in the US or in Germany. So it must be bright, these people who applied for this project.
Let's talk about what could be the enabling environment which the government can create for these researchers, these scientists. What can be done?
Maybe the salaries are high enough.
Definitely not.
Yeah, but I think